and today we're going to make hot relish. By hot relish, I mean I'm gonna add some habanero, scotch bonnet, or something hot to it. I have already chopped up some bell pepper, and you wanna make it really fine. Y'all know what relish look like? Look at that, real fine, okay? And I took some, I'm just gathering stuff from my yard. I do not wanna go out there in this heat to the supermarket, and I don't have to, because I'm growing everything. I'm trying to grow things that I use all the time, and peppers is one of them. So I harvested 3 small peppers from my yard this morning, and I got some banana peppers from out on the other side. I didn't know I planted them, but apparently I did. So I'm gonna use them, and I'm gonna cut up a little habanero, some cucumber, some onion. What else am I gonna put in there? Some turmeric. And we're going to use vinegar and water and a little bit of salt. Well, salt. So let's get to it. So here it is. The bell peppers and the banana peppers are already chopped up. I'm going to go and get some habanero. I'm soaking my cucumbers, and I'm going to bring them over here in a second. Just a second. And I'm back. I have blended up my celery. I've had the opportunity to wash some dishes too. That's always a good thing. I'll put this in the bowl.
I should have said cucumber. This is cucumber in the Vitamix, not celery. This is cucumber.
Get all of this celery out of here first. Turn it upside down, girl. Stop fighting with the stuff you don't have to. I'm getting I'm gonna get as much celery out of this thing as possible. And I'm just going to throw or place the onion in there. I have red onion and yellow onion that I'm putting in here. This I don't want to put in there. That's the root. Don't want the root. Don't want the bottom of the onion. Put my top on here. Put my top on there. I don't have to close this thing down, it'll be fine. Put this back on here and let the Vitamix, that's what this thing is, do its thing. So there's water already coming out of this. Let me pull you down. It's already coming out of this cucumber. Look, there's already water out in there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me take where's the Vitamix thing? The thing I like about the Vitamix is it comes with this tool. It helps you move it down. Now we don't want this stuff to become a paste. We just want it to be chopped up real fine. Look at that. Love it. I'm loving it. That was a commercial a long time ago, wasn't it? It was either McDonald's or Burger King. Burger King doesn't have as many commercials anymore. Well, I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't know. I watch YouTube and I watch all the video stuff, you know, all the stuff that requires internet. I don't watch regular TV unless I'm watching it through the internet. Things have certainly changed. Oh, I do watch regular TV out in the woods if I can get a signal out there, which is rare. Yeah, every now and then. I have the bunny ears out there. That's the funny part. I have the bunny ears out there trying to catch a signal. It zips in and zips out. I feel like I'm back in the 1980s, 1970s again. Jamaica is going to use her hand to get all this stuff out. My hands are clean. I washed them several times. I'm just going to get all of this stuff out of here. Put this in some water, okay? Don't want those to stick to my Vitamix. Don't want that to happen. Pull the cord out, put that back up there. So I have my onions and my celeries in there. I add my bell pepper. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this with water and put a quarter of a cup of salt in there. This is sea salt. Maybe I should use the other one. But this is fine sea salt. And I don't think I have a lot of fine sea salt. I have Himalayan salt, I have sea salt, and I have kosher salt, and man, I have canned salt. I have all kinds of salt in here. First, I have to find it though. How about that? It's probably at the very top of the cabinet. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some salt on here, but I have everything in here, right? Let's mix it all up. I have my bell pepper, my onion, my celery, everything. Everything so far in here is good to go. And that looks good. Oh, it smells good too. It smells amazing. Wow. So we're gonna mix that up. We're gonna cover this with some water. By the way, I went and got a whole house filter system. So I don't have to use my Berkey as much anymore. As a matter of fact, I am going to take that out to the woods. So let's get our salt. This is kosher salt. Sea salt is kosher salt, by the way. Y'all check the side, you'll see that. So we're gonna put this in this mixture, right? We're gonna let this sit like this for 2 hours. We go and get a plate, cover it up. See you guys in 2 hours. So I just told you guys something about kosher salt. Kosher salt is sea salt. Look at the ingredients on there. So whatever is cheaper, that's what you buy. They're the same thing. See that? Sea salt. Word to the wise. Don't spend a bunch of money on kosher salt or don't spend a bunch of money on sea salt. It's the same thing. Secret's out. And I'm back! Yay! I know I got water all over me. I've been washing dishes. So, next thing we need to do, this thing has been sitting for over 2 hours. My alarm went off about maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. Take your mixture and we are going to strain it. Uh-oh, my strainer is not going to accommodate all of this. What to do, Jamaica? What to do? So I got all of that out. It's still straining. Let me let this. This is trash. This right here is trash. I'm gonna throw that in the sink. Let it continue to strain. Press it out. We don't want a bunch of water in this. Press down, shake it together, and run it over. Strain it out. Press it down. You're gonna say, Jamaica, you're squeezing all the flavor out. I just want to get all of the excess water out. And I'm gonna turn this one over. I'm gonna take this and strain it over the sink and let it seep. Okay, and I'm just gonna let this one seep. Let it drain out. And I'll put these to the side. Squeeze this one out a little bit too. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we are going to get a saucepan. We're gonna mix up some apple cider vinegar, some celery seed, a little bit of ginger powder, and some turmeric. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, and sugar. That's important, girl. That is important, sweetie. And this pot is too small because I'm going to add about 3½ cups of sugar. So we put this over here. Try to find another saucepan, a bigger one. Do I have a big one? Yeah, I do. Okay, here's one. So I am going to put 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. And buy your apple cider vinegar if you can, instead of using your own. I was going to use my own, but I don't know. I don't know how acidic that is. I don't, when you do it yourself, it's not as controlled as when a manufacturer does it. So I'm going to use theirs. 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Can y'all see me? No. Pull you down. Sorry about that. 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. With the mother if you can. If you have it. That's 1. Let me move all the non-essential stuff away from me. Move this away so you can see. That's 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. That's 2. Where's my lid? Flies like vinegar. Also, let me pull you down. You don't even see half my head. You just either you see half my head or you don't see anything at all. So I said, excuse my shirt. You know what I'm gonna do? I bought this for just a time as this. I don't really like aprons, but I thought this was so cute. Look, it reminds me of Betty Boop, if y'all know who that is. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. All right, so we have the 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Now we're gonna mix 3½ cups of sugar. Oh boy. Take this off. 3½ cups of sugar. But I'm slapping this thing against my thigh trying to dry it off, but that's not working. 3½ cups of sugar, and this is a ½ cup, so we're gonna do 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 equals 3½ cups of sugar. I'm using ½ cup to ½ cup for the measurement. Close this off and move it to the side. A teaspoon of celery seed. I have my celery seed here. You know how I am, right? A teaspoon. That is about a teaspoon in my mind. In my mind, I'll always be his lady. In my mind, I'll always be his girl. Y'all tell me who that is. All right, so I don't have any mustard seed, but I do have some ginger. Put a little bit of ginger in there because I like my spices spicy. Put about a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger in there. And then I'm gonna do about, I don't wanna get turmeric, I do not want on my hand. So, you know what I'm gonna do with the turmeric, right? I'm gonna use the spoon. For sure. Get a teaspoon. I'm gonna put some turmeric in here. Just a little bit. Turmeric is super strong. And if you're wondering what turmeric is, if you've had curry, turmeric is one of the ingredients in curry. That's what makes it red. And turmeric will stain your skin. It'll stain your clothes. It'll stain anything it touches, your countertop. So do not get this stuff on your body or on your hand. It is basically a dye, an orange dye. Not a pretty color orange either. It's like jaundice orange. So we have all of our stuff here. I'm gonna take my cups and I'm going to put these in the sink. This one should be already ready. Press it a couple more times. And put that in here. Take this and put it in the sink. Okay. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this on the stove and we're gonna warm it up. Okay, see you over there. Okay, we're gonna turn the flame on Get something that won't stain. Like metal. We're gonna mix this stuff up. We are trying to get we want the sugar to melt. Right now it's granulated. You don't want that. Celery. Celery is sweet and a little bit of sour, and this is how you get that. So I'm gonna continue to mix this, and when it melts, I'll bring it back. Once it starts boiling, we're gonna turn it down and we're gonna let it simmer for 10 minutes. Make sure you don't burn it because there's a lot of sugar in here, okay? And I didn't have any mustard seeds, so I went into my refrigerator and got some coarse mustard, and I put it in there. That's, you know, that's not what was on the recipe, but that's all I had, so that's what I use. You know how I am. I use what I got. So if you have any coarse mustard, go ahead and just put a little squirt in there. Very little, like half a teaspoon, maybe. Otherwise, put a half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Mustard seeds are expensive, and I don't use them all the time, so I don't have them in the house. Also, start your pot of boiling water. Make sure you put a rack or something in the bottom, like a plate, so that your bottles aren't touching the bottom of your canner. We are going to do water bath canning, which means you put your bottles in there, and there's about a half an inch of water or an inch of water above the bottles. Okay, and you don't seal it. It's not pressure canning. So make sure you put your water in there and start warming up your water. All right, I'll bring you back after 10 minutes. Okay, you can see that it's boiling. Now we need to go ahead and put our mixture in there. Slowly. We don't want this stuff to splash. It's basically a syrup at this point. I put my jars into the pressure canner or into the water bath canner to sterilize the jars. We're not going to process this for very long. We're not going to water bath this for very long. So, the rule is hot mixture, hot jars. Okay? So we're going to bring this to a boil again. Like I want a big old piece of celery.
Again, why did I say celery? This is cucumber. Cucumber, Jamaica, get it right.
I can tell. I can really, oh man. This is going to be excellent. So I'm going to boil it again for 10 minutes. It's not going to be soggy, don't worry. We're not pressure canning it, so it's not going to cook very long. We're going to cook it 10 minutes here and then 10 minutes there. So I'll bring you back when this comes to a boil. Let me turn it on again, huh? And I'm going to boil it for 10 minutes. And then we're going to take the jars. I'm going to take my jar. When I take my jars out, I'll come back, okay? Get it together, girl. You can't speak. That's all, folks. That's not all. We're coming back. Okay. My timer is about to go off for 10 minutes. I need to get my jars out of this hot water. Hot product, hot jars. I'm only doing, I think this is only enough for 5, I hope. It's 1 jar. Two jar. 3 jars. We're going to use this water again for our, when we put our stuff in here. Turn this back up. I want boiling water again. Okay, there's our jars. Here's our funnel. And we're going to start, let me get my ladle. I'm going to ladle these in. Remember, you have hard jars, so don't turn this off. I got 3 seconds on it. Ladle it in. last one. Got my lids and my my bands over here. I've already washed them, okay? Take that, fingertip tight. I'm gonna put that in the water. Hopefully I got enough water in here. Move this over. That's not too much. I thought I put too much in there. And let me get a little spoon and spoon some of it out. Just to make sure. Rather be safe than sorry. Okay. Fingertip tight. Keep forgetting the jar's hot. Put it in the water. Another jar. One. Two. Three. Okay. Make sure I don't put double lid on there. Okay. Fingertip tight. Into the canner you go. Grab another one. Put my funnel there. Make sure I don't have any lint on here. Put it on that towel. One. Two. Three. Looks like I only have enough for, get a pot holder. Enough for 4 jars. Trying to get more of the relish and no juice. That's all I want is the relish, really. I mean, the juice is nice, but I want the relish and the juice. Okay. Woo! Spin around. Spinderella. Doom, 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 doom. Ooh, baby, baby. That there. Close the fingertip tight. Put it in there. I still don't have an inch over my jar, so I'm going to have to do some ingenuity. Ingenuity, I tell you. I'll boil some jars. That's what I'm gonna do. This is what you do when you don't have I don't want to seal these, but I'm just gonna put them in there like this. I need to raise the water in this canner. So in order to raise it in the canner, I have to boil some water, put some fake can some water. That's what you do when you're having problems with the level of water. I'm gonna have to put another can in here. Do 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 do. Can of jars, can of water. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm doing. Can and bottles of water to get my water level up. Gotta do what you gotta do. I thought I had enough water in there, but I didn't. Put 2 more jars of water in there to raise the level of water in my canner. Not high enough. No, it's almost there. Okay, we're gonna boil this for 10 minutes. Timer, I'll say 9 because it's already been boiling. I will see you in 9 minutes. Let me show you what I did because the water was too low. I had to put some matter in there to raise the level. So I put some bottles of water in there to raise the water level above the cans that were being water bath. Water bath canning is supposed to be about 1 inch over your cans. The water is supposed to be about 1 inch over your cans. So that's what I did. I'll see you guys. Take a breath, girl. I'll see you guys in 8 minutes, 35 seconds, or a second for you. Okay, my timer has went off for 10 minutes. Timer off. Now, where is my thing? Oh, I gotta turn the fire off. Okay, I got my jars over here that pulled out of the canner earlier today. Now it's time, the moment of truth for our relish. Ooh, hold on to it, girl. Shoot, I almost lost it. That's 1. I'm pouring the water off the top. That's 2. That's water. That's water. That's 3. And that's 4. Okay. Now all I have to do is wait for the sound. Oh, there's only 4, so it should be 4 clicks. But here we go. That is it. Later on, tomorrow, when I take off all the rest of the bands, I'll make sure that these depress, and if they don't, I'm gonna put them back in the water bath and do it again until I get them to seal. And that's when it makes that sound. It makes a clicking sound when it depresses, and I don't want to mess it up, but you will not be able to hear. Let me see if I can do it with one of these. You hear that? You will not be able, if it's not depressed, I'll be able to do this. And that's not the sound I want to hear. That should already be down, and it should go down on its own. That means it sucks in, okay? That's it. Our relish is done. Thank you guys for being with me, and this is homemade relish right there from our cucumbers. This is Jamaica 5288. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you on the next one. I got some tomatoes. I guess I got to can those too. A woman's work is never done, or a canner's work is never done, or a gardener's work is never, ever done. I'll see you guys soon, all right? Bye.